Good to see all of you again. Hopefully, you get to see that webinar that I put on yesterday with my friend Joe Rocky, talking about different things about exit planning, other things you need to know about exit planning as you get ready to leave your business. If you did not get to watch that, the recording is available. You can still find that event. It's out here on this platform somewhere. I wish I could give you some details, but just look around on my profile. You should be able to find the recording of that webinar from yesterday. So today, as I get started here, let me talk a little bit. I haven't mentioned this yet. So this whole idea of who is McCrane Associates. That name is not very descriptive. What does that really mean? Are you an accounting firm? Are you an architectural firm? Are you a law firm? Whatever. I've gotten those questions over the years. So a real easy way to explain this would be to say, let me say it this way. Founders of service businesses hire me to help them leave a lasting legacy in their business because most small business owners out there are just so busy putting out fires, dealing with employee and customer issues. They really don't have the time to pick up their head and look at what's going to be coming at them in the next few years and what the future plan is going to be. So I help them reverse engineer their scalable, saleable success. So the whole point is to grow the business, turn it into something that is worth handing over to somebody else, and then help the business owner exit their business. So that's what McCrane Associates is all about. That's what we help small business owners to do. And the whole idea is to not only turn that business into something that actually can be handed off to somebody else, but if we can increase the value of the business in the process, so much the better. So let me tell you, I've got a story that I wanted to share today. This is a success story. I'm going to call this a success story. So I was working with a small remodeling company in the area a few years ago. Just a one man show. You know the type. Used a lot of contractors from time to time if the remodeling job was too big for him to do on his own. So we worked together for a couple of years, just sorting out what kinds of processes, what kinds of systems could he add to his business? How could he position himself better in his market? We figured out of all the different types of clients, of all the different sizes of jobs that he could go after, what was his specialty, what was his niche. So we were looking for ways for him to get more business of the type of business he liked to do. Now, at the same time, he was a little older than me, probably 12 or 15 years older than me. So he was starting to feel the wear and tear on his body, right? Knees weren't working the way that he wanted them to anymore. Hands just didn't have the strength. Eyesight wasn't quite as sharp as it used to be. But he still loved what he was doing, still loved the artistic side of things. Wasn't quite ready to exit his business yet, but we knew that this was something that he needed to work on. So we were focusing on bringing in more business, getting more revenue, funneling that revenue into retirement plans, things like that. That's what we worked on. Something came along that was completely unexpected as part of this process. As he went out and was networking a little bit with some of his colleagues and competitors, really um, talking with other remodelers in the area, he really struck it off, hit it off with um, the owners of a larger remodeling company in the area. And through some conversations, they kind of threw out this idea of, hey, would you like to bring your experience and your expertise into our organization? Because we could really use someone like you who knows what they're doing to help us train the next generation of carpenters and workers who are coming into our remodeling company. So with that on the table, I started working with him on what would that look like? What would you do? What can you bring to the table? Because they're making this offer to you, but what do you have that you can offer them? So we started talking a little bit about what his leadership style was like, the leadership skills that he would need, teaching skills that he would need, how to set expectations for new workers, new carpenters. And we were able to even bring some of his jobs. He had some jobs lined up. We were able to bring those jobs to the table too and say, hey, I know people in this area. I've got these jobs. I know how to go out and get jobs. So not only can I do that, but yes, I can be a foreman, I can be a consultant, I can be a trainer. And so it ended up turning into a little bit of a merger of sorts. And that was not on our radar when we started working on exit planning for his business. But it turned into a really nice opportunity. So it was a win-win. It was a win for him. It was a win for the company that he merged into. So all around, just a great opportunity. So there's an idea of some things that you might look into when you're looking into an exit for your business, and also just wanted to share that's one of the ways that I helped out one of my clients. Now the bad news is I lost a client. The good news is that was a success. We were able to put him in a position to meet the needs that he had for the next few years of his career and what his retirement is going to look like. So I'm going to end right there. With that, everyone, I will see you in the next video. And until then,